There is horrible things and beings that want to either take you out or have dominion over you and feed off you. So, like vampires, they're vampires. They literally are from the Phantom. They're phantom beings coming to our living universe to feed. And some of you get involved with them. You have dark thoughts. You have dark actions. You're attracting dark beings. They feed off you. The phantoms are going to communicate with you. Oh, a brotherly ET being, I'm just happy something out there actually responded. That's what some people are at. Oh, Maya. Oh, it's like this is a level of consciousness, or lack thereof, because you're much greater than this. You let someone dupe you? Why? You are this 12 strands of DNA. They're calling you double helix. You're indigo. At birth, you have, up to here, you have 6 strands of DNA activated at birth. And you wonder why you had such a, wow, life. So, holy ones, I thank you guys for coming here. Why haven't you followed yet? You see that follow button? You want to follow this information because there's a lot of false knowledge out here. And specifically also regarding Ascension. So if you're practicing reverse Merkaba, what is your Merkaba? Start slowing down, and then going in reverse, and then developing that energy in reverse. This is a war. And when you New Agers are doing a disservice to Earth seeds that are trying to wake up, trying to realize what they can do, you're putting them down and you're putting this, it's a mockery. You're not serving light, you're serving something completely different. This is why it's good to know what is Guardians, love, light, and then you could call them Fallen Angelic races. The Legions, Fallen Angelic Legions, okay? Because there's many, many, many races evolved in these races. Because they make races, they see them on different lower dimensions, and then they populate, and then those beings become advanced, and they make beings under them in the lower dimension. So we got these Anunnaki, right? They're way up here on the 11th dimension. Well, they created, that's the Anu Elohim. The Anu Elohim created the Anunnaki. And you notice the word Anu in there. Oh, El, Inky, El is Elohim. Bad Elohai. You have good humans, you guys know this, and you also know you have bad humans. Well, there's also good beings and races, ETs, and there's bad ones. It's a war on many levels, holy ones, and we're part of this. And this is part of learning on a spiritual path, how to protect yourself against sense. Okay. So this is a form, first of all, you realize you have aura, your subtle energies that are coming from these chakras. So most humans are in these 3 colors, the lower 3 chakras. So you're gonna see oranges and reds and yellows in their energy. That's not good. I mean, compared to what you can be. You're on the lowest level of what you can be. I mean, besides being in dimension 2, you'd be in the ant-planimal consciousness. And below them is the atomic consciousness. There is consciousness in all levels of reality. This is all one living consciousness. And that is all part of one source God. Source, notice it's source, where it's all coming from. It's all coming from a source, the ultimate source. And generally speaking, what people call God. And it's not a pronoun. God is not a pronoun. You're talking about density universes down here that are physical, like this 3D carbon-based life forms. Okay? No, not even the next density, which is the universe, which is carbon etheric, which is like silicate, carbonosylic beings. And these beings are giants. Okay? Because they're like more consciousness, more biology, more psychic perceptions and spiritual knowledge and just more advanced. And you will be there when you ascend. That's what that analysis was about the caterpillar becoming the metaphor. You're going to actually literally transfigurate, go into another being, like the cocoon did to you. It transmuted you. You are that's what Ascension is. You're transmuting from 3D to 4D. And these New Agers want to say you're going to 5D. You're not going into 5D unless you are Starseed or Indigo, because they already have 5 chakra. See? This is your ticket. It's your keys to the kingdom. This is like you saw the movies they make, the Marvel superheroes. You're like these mighty beings. And just one level of connection higher than most of the humans, you're going to be able to have psychic perceptions, intuitions, basics. And then you're going to open up other centers. They're chakras that you develop through your spiritual path. Are you living a spiritual path? You don't have to be into native or shaman or whatever, but you are going towards something that is taking you into Ascension, that is developing you into this more, you must have visualized sometime, you guys, what is this all heading towards? What's the purpose of this? Well, the purpose is to want to go to metamorphosis, ascension into another form in Tara, not Gaia, like New Agers want to say. There's a whole bunch of misunderstanding or ignorance or just straight up being fed to you. Because I know a lot of you love like the Guardian, the Galactic Federation. Well, I've already talked about them, and I talked about Thoth, and I talked about Enoch. You guys want to follow, you want to like, you're telling the algorithm, you're telling, well, right now I'm streaming from TikTok, and you want to tell the TikTok algorithm that this is important. So your likes matter, you are part of this. So you want to be seeing, when we come out with more of this consciousness, this celebration, this ceremony, this practice, this, you are trying to accomplish something. You're trying to go to that end result of metamorphosis, ascension. And you will, when you die, you will go, this is an ascension, stargates are open on the planet. So that means all the dimensional energy is coming in. That's why things are crazy. When there's this crazy energy coming in, like massive UHF energy, ultra high frequencies are coming in, that causes, like the moon has an effect on life on the planet. It's a physical energy. It's It's affecting, and we're going, the stargates are, and then they go through a closing. They close one in succession of every few years. It will be closing the first Stargate, or you would say planetary Stargate, closed this month. This is like, wow. So seventh dimension is now closed. I mean, you can still ascend through technique, but not through this process. So, but let's say you die before this is done. You go to the planetary core. It's the morphogenetic field of the planet. And I explain morphogenetic fields if you watch my TikTok video. Check it out. So this is important, you guys. I know sometimes it's like, whoa, what's going on here, And this is just understand. I'll say it again. A lot of the guardian races, some of them are called what you call the Holy Grail line. They're part of the Magi kings. There's some that are having this Syrian or elongated heads, and this is skulls. They've been found. Of course, you're going to say and find people saying it's head boarding or it's some deformity. Of course, like the Elephant Man or something. Oh, okay. So, but you see them. Who cares about what these people say, right? Because you just look on the Egyptian temples walls, and they have these beings with elongated heads, but you can dismiss them. You can, right? So, but it's there. And if you are indigo, if you are starseed, you are having other dimensional activity. It's not this paranormal. It's not demons. It's not some other word. When the most important thing to realize is that they're multi-dimensional beings. So they're multi-dimensionals, and you can call them extraterrestrial. That means that's not terrestrial, your world. It's from outside another world. And so there's also meta-terrestrial, honey. So you're gonna keep going up indigo. You're waking up, and then you go back home to Source God. You go back to the Ascended Master, level, conscious levels. They're eternal collectives of consciousness.